Yo, 420 Kids live direct in effect, Oklahoma City bound to D-Town. Knowledge is key till it is Dirty Mac, and what's happening?
Yeah.
What's up with it?
What's
up
the
with
video?
it?
Man, look.
What's up, world?
In today's episode, we're discussing Black murder, the war in Ukraine, and its Deion Sanders' departure from the historically Black college universities on to Colorado. Got a lot of people mad and upset. Me on the other hand, I think he's did what he came to do. And but let's go back into this this Black murder is a marketing strategy video article.
In white-owned companies, white-owned stations with white-owned sponsors that play the role of hypersexualized, hypercriminalized male. I asked these advertisers, I say, I've got hundreds of songs a day that celebrate killing animals. Will you put them on your station? They said, no. I got hundreds of songs a day that talk about assaulting women and abusing kids. Would you put them on your station? They said, no. I said, I got hundreds of songs a day that talk about murdering blacks. Would you put them on your stations? They said, well, that depends. Depends on what? Who it's done by and who it's branded for. Because if we can get black folks to sing about it, we can brand it for our youngest black audiences, I think there's money to be made. I think there's American appetites to see these people that way. I said, how can you say that? They said, well, look, it's what these artists know. It's what they, black people, create. It's, matter of fact, our surveys say it's what they want to hear, which speaks of a sickness. How do we live in a society where somebody says, you know what, I'm inspired to write a song that celebrates murdering another person. And then a person says, I'd like to put that on my station. Another person said, I'd like to pay for it. And then there's people out here in the audience that go, I'd love to hear it, as long as it's black guys. Because even white people buy rap music, buy this type of stuff, because we know that when we want to hear about killing each other, we know who to turn to for that type of inspiration. We call it our music. We say we own it. White people buy more rap than black people. Yeah, but we're very careful to turn it down at the stoplight when other black people are there. Why? Because we know we're just pretending. For them, it's more authentic and real. I always ask the companies, what about your name? What about your brand? What about your value? And the largest radio company in the world said this: it's okay that we only have drug dealers on our black youth stations. We only have murders on our black youth stations. We support black charities. We give out water at the Martin Luther King parade. I think we've got it covered. We've bought them off. Now, people get upset, the smartest guys in the room again. You're talking about censorship. I don't believe that. I believe in free art. Make whatever you want. I believe you should make music about anti-Semitism. I believe you should make music about killing dogs. I believe in this country you should make music about bashing homosexuals and driving them behind trucks. I believe you should make music about stringing people up on trees. I believe you should make music about killing whitey. I believe you should make all that music. But I also believe that in the mainstream marketplace, people should hesitate associating their name with certain content. You know, there's certain stuff you can't buy at the store. Certain stuff you can't get on iTunes because their brand doesn't want it. But if you want to hear black people celebrating killing black people, they got thousands and thousands and thousands of those things to sell you. I don't think it's about censorship. I think it's about American cultural hypocrisy. Because here's the truth. These black entertainers, they can't sing just about anything. There's some stuff that'll get them fired, and they get dropped, and they get fired, and they get slapped on the wrist, and they get disciplined all the time. Why? Because sometimes they step over the bounds. A very famous case is what happened with Rick Ross. Rick Ross is the Mammy Two Shoes, one of the many Mammy Two Shoes of our day. He's a black entertainer in a world carved out for him, and a role carved out for him by white entertainment companies. And one day he talked about, in the middle of a song that celebrated dealing drugs and killing blacks, he made a reference to date rape. And when he made that reference to date rape, that set social media on fire. That got 100,000 petitions in 24 hours. Hey, buddy, date rape is no joke. That had white people standing outside of Reebok in New York saying, you better take this seriously. We're tired of a rape culture in America. One line in one song moved the masses. And you know what Reebok did? Did they stand by him and say, hey, we believe in freedom of speech. We believe in freedom of expression. It's just a song. Calm down. No, they fired his tail on the spot. The president came out and said, this goes against our high standards. He's gone against the values of our brand. Shame on Rick Ross. We're disappointed. He doesn't know how serious date rape is. And when I saw that, I thought, wow, how convenient. Isn't that amazing? But here's what really happened. It's not their brand, it's not their values. Rick Ross went off script. He was hired to get black customers, and they think that black customers go with black bait. And in America, black bait is the hypercriminalized, hypersexualized portrayal of black people. And as long as he had sung about that, the stuff that got him hired, he still have a job at Reebok. But when he touched other sensitivities that affect us, he lost his job. See, the truth is, it's not they that need to change. It's
Anybody?
There we go. There we go. That's strategic. That shit is real strategic, man. America has a thirst for murder, for lust, for drugs, for they do everything, but they block conspiracy. You know, conspiracy. But you see a lot of conspirators out there, and I say a lot of things. I go to this. I say a lot of things are hidden behind color. We're gonna speak on the Deion Sanders situation. Definitely gonna speak on that. But as far as that video, hey man, big ups to that dude. I've been speaking a reference. I'm just a different complexion, but I speak all the time on the exact same things that he say. I feel like I've been doing for years. But when you're a certain complexion, those words are geared or looked at a certain different type of way because of the struggle that we come to. So when we begin to talk about Deion Sanders, I say that's like a deep thing because the power of who he is when he walks onto a campus, and he was prime time at a point. You would see this dude, they wouldn't throw ball Deion Sanders way. Like his way, he was a different breed. So when you go into who he was and what his presence did for Jackson University, you have to say it's a major loss that he went to a Division I school. But on the other aspect, you have somebody that can pay this man more. They can offer him more. They can bring his sons to this school. Now he's put them in a situation where they go into an NFL, and they're going to build a legacy. But this is the part we have to remember. We don't have a power structure where we have built something, and he could have started or began that movement. You know, we've been late to speak on this, but Deion Sanders definitely could have been part of triggering a movement that very well a legacy. He would have built a legacy. But we're in a state where we just want to get the money. So you have to look at what you say. Do you want to build a true legacy when people look back on you, they say, look at the person did and look what was created? Do you want to say, look how much money they had? This is the state that I personally feel like we're at. That's the state we're at. Like we heard what the man just said about strategic murder. Like yeah, it's okay when we speak on all of these things, as long as we don't speak it towards building or uplifting each other. You know what I'm saying? It's cool if we do it, as long as it's destructive to you. You better not destroy nothing else. But yeah, man, y'all tell me what y'all think about it, bro.
I can dig that. Well, man, you know what I'm about to say, man. It's their media station, so of course you're gonna hear black murder more than you're talking about an actual war going on in Ukraine. You hear rappers being killed in America more than you hear about the war in Ukraine. I often like to say I'm gonna keep, if there's no such thing as white on white crime or brown on brown crime, then that's a narrative that there's been portraying and selling us in the media since I could remember, since the 60s. Gangs and drugs. You hear me? The niggers are killing each other. When actually the real source of the people that's killing us is the power structures that be. You hear me? So they're always gonna keep you in front of a problem. And they're gonna keep themselves in front of a solution. So the Black Lives Matter, when did they tell, okay, shut up, go back to work? You hear me? They tell us what we need to be talking about. They tell us our issues. So it's like we're being puppeteers, puppets. The puppet master are controlling the strings. They telling us what we can talk about. We talking about rappers, and instead of the exploit, no one's talking about the exploitation of the rappers in the music industry, whether it's R&B, no one's talking about exploitation. They just keeping us in front of the problems. We the problem.
So what we gonna do about it, bro? Like, I don't want to really talk about Deion and what he did then. Like, if that's the point, and you saying what I'll be like, where are we at? Well, we're gonna start doing something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something.
Where you say we? You said we.
Yes, we.
Not me. Not me, not one man. We.
Yes, that's we are saying, okay, if this is the argument that we're not speaking, we see we get censored. People don't even want to talk about. You make a rap song about the war in Ukraine. Yeah, bro, you might be banned on YouTube for the next year, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's certain stuff you can't talk about. But why is it so great to not talking about the rapper? Because I like hip hop slogan back in the day, but end of the day, why are we doing exactly what we know the program is telling you to do? If it's okay, it's great to destroy people like you, but you can't destroy nobody else. Why should we still be so great at destroying each other then? Like, I mean, where does that sense is that? Like, when people can openly say what he just said, how stupid will we be to go repeat the same shit tomorrow? Excuse my lingo. Excuse my lingo. We definitely not gonna go there tonight. But yeah, for real, because we banned for that. If we speak too much truth and then we cuss, over 18. You know, it's lashing after lashing. When are we gonna say, bro? For real.
Let me say this. In every organization, on every football team, on every basketball team, in every household, in every army, each individual has their own job to help the team as a whole. Everybody has a position to play, right? So at some point in time, when our people get in these positions, we need you to stay in position because that's your role. It's not my fault that you're rich and you're in a position to do more. That's what comes with the territory. With more position comes more responsibility. Is that not what's said on the job? Is that's not what's said when you're going up to a different level? If you want to be the captain of the team, you have to be able to show us that you can direct, right? That's what happens on teams and in organization and in businesses. In businesses, we see that. We see in other cultures and quote unquote races that people play their position for the greater good of the community or of the organization or of the workplace or of the football team, right? Even if you look on the football team, you might see a white boy, he'll kick the ball, he'll hike it, he'll block for the running back, he'll block for the quarterback, he'll catch the ball if he need to, right? And then you have some black athletes that shit, I ain't about to punt the ball. Nigga feel like he too cool because he don't want to play that position. In a band. I remember in the 6th grade, they was putting me in a band. I quit the band. Why? Because I didn't want to play the certain instrument that they wanted me to play. I wanted to play the drums. Not understanding that every instrument that's a part of the band has a very important role. You know what I'm saying? So the market strategy for the music, the reason why they hit us like that is because they know black people love to listen to music. So we gonna hit them this way, right? And then you hit it, you go through the money way. You know, some people, all we got to do is shoot them a little money and they'll start seeing things our way. They'll start talking how we want them to talk. They'll start talking about the things that we want them to talk. What the man just say? Rick Ross got fired from Reebok. Why? Because he went off script. Because he went off script. When you go along with the script, hey, look at Deion. Deion went along with the script. Everybody's applauding him. Nick Saban happy. All these other white college coaches are happy. because now the attention is back where they feel it needs to be. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Past that.
I can dig that. Hey man, I agree with you. I agree with everything you said. Me personally, as Deion in his personal life and personal space, congratulations. You did a magnificent job at the historically black colleges. I think that first domino fell. That you now it takes with that first domino falling that you always say that first domino that fall. The first domino fall.
I gotta interject.
First domino.
Did you hear that shit? This nigga gonna try to steal my motherfucking words and use that shit. Hell no, that nigga fell away. Somebody flick that nigga. He fell away from the dominoes.
That first domino fell
for his life. Now for his personal. For his personal life, for him and his personal life, and without having to do anything with anybody else, hey, fuck yeah. If we're looking at it
in the historically black college view, from the historically black college university view,
he left that job.
A multi-millionaire.
Go ahead, my bad. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Nah, you're all right. Who got? Yeah. It's just it's on you. But he got the first. He wasn't struggling for money. He said, man, let me help these niggas out, man. Let me show. And at the same time, why can't it not be a win-win situation? They won and he won. Everybody should be happy. You hear me? But somebody, man, it's to some point now. I think they're more disappointed that he left because it's the shit that he can do, the vision he can do. But that inspiration, he gave motherfuckers the blueprint. And man, I think he's gonna go do the same shit at Colorado. Shit, he gonna turn the organization around like Michael Vick turned Virginia Tech around.
Make me big one more time. Like put me big one more time, so I can say this. So I can say this famous movie line to you.
And then before we pass the knowledge, yeah.
You know you done fucked up, right? It just clicked in my head for everybody who's saying that money shit, right?
Yeah.
It just clicked in my head. You just said it. He wasn't hurting for the money. He 40 million strong.
So he doing these.
So hold on. So if he 40 million
this
strong.
This is the thanks I get.
Hold on. He's 40 million strong. Knowledge. If he 40 million strong, that means he got good cushion up under him. That means he got a big bed up under him to fall back on. You feel me?
He's sticking to the script though.
So because he's sticking to the script, you feel you know you done fucked up, right? Since he's sticking to the script, so he went for the money, even though he's already 40 million strong.
It's never enough.
What JC said? Oh Lord, it's the 40 million boy.
Who you know would have stayed?
At 40 boy, I'm the 80 million man. You hear me?
Who you know would have stayed? Now who would have stayed? Who name somebody that would have stayed in Deion Sanders' position? Would have stayed.
Hey, we ready. Word life. Let me go here. There was a Hank Aaron. There was a Jesse Owens. There were people that trailblazed. There were people where they didn't get Jack Johnson. He didn't get paid back then boxing the way boxers get paid now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is impossible to do it. It's only possible to do possible, but to be impossible, to be as big as you really, bigger than life, you got to think outside of bigger than life. So when you see people getting off of the script or not being on the script, the whole thing that happens is simple. It's simple. You begin to live a life that is bright. It outsparks, or you begin to outshine your master, and that is the whole thing with this whole thing that we leave out because it's comfortable to leave out, is we tend to outshine the masters. Like, you know what I'm saying? We act like there's not a master or there's not a system that says get your ass back in place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Excuse my language, but we act like this doesn't exist. But outside
we
of
the
us,
best. We the best at acting like it don't exist. We
we
great.
We great at it. But however, let me not take away though that doesn't leave anyone exempt from saying, man, sometimes you got to take a deep breath and say, man, I got to help these people. Look at what Deion went through at the HBCU, bro. A coach tried to fight him at the end of a game. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we don't want to get on the correction part this with ourselves. And then we want to talk about the program. We either going to, like, straighten up right now and say, man, that's real, that's not real. Like, call a spade a spade. Like, do it, whatever it is, but we see it. He stuck to the script, bro. He followed the money. I mean, when there's money involved, you always gonna see something wrong. You know what I'm saying? When it's checks and balances, like when you see somebody say, okay, we got this many people into the game, I'm gonna give you this much, and you write a contract. By the time you start splitting up all that money and all these other people that even, got bird fed off of the money, bro, the money is not gonna ever come up short. That's why mobs and gangsters, that's why certain people deal with things as brutally as they do in the world, is because there's always going to be, like I said, Colorado wouldn't sign Deion if they didn't have the SEC. If they didn't have these different conferences, the organizations, let's say, that are all working together, they have a certain amount they know come up with by people's attendance. They have numbers. They have people behind the background that are getting data. So basically, if they have a bigger pot, then of course they're going to be able to offer more than the HBC. That is the way it's set up. So Deion would definitely have to be thinking to a point to where he says, you know what, it's not about the money. If I go here, Bo Jackson will come here. Ronnie Lott might come here. There might be a plethora of other coaches that come here, and students are going to be like, damn, like, look, this is how Jesse Owens looked at it. This is how Hank Aaron looked at it. These is how the people that built this is how they looked at it, because this is where they came from. They came from making a way, not think already a way built for me. So, yeah, people gonna stick to the script, man. That's my thought on the whole process. Like, I think the man did great. Let me not take that. I'm never be one of them people. I want to give Deion Sanders his 100. Hey, bro, you have the best cornerback in the world. Yeah, it's not even close. So your energy, the energy that you bring to a lot of people, that they need that energy. And there's no lie. Like, I don't know why people not being honest about it, bro. They need that type of energy around for the simple fact, man. Yeah, you see, but it's the fact that we call each other nigga, that we will call each other all these different things. But we got to start, looking at it and seeing it real. Yeah, because the energy Deion Sanders, hey, was needed. But yeah, man, pass the mic, bro. I know somebody else got something with it. For real.
Before I pass this motherfucker real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah,
it's black people. It's black people the only race of people that have sellouts? Does any other race of people have sellouts? Because it seems like if you made it in the African American community, no matter what you've done, Deion Sanders.
Oh, my bad.
I'm asking, yeah. Is there anybody else in any other race that are? I mean, shit. I mean, that's how the show we've been doing. Shit, you might as well talk now. Shit. Let's go ahead. But now, before I was passing it to Tiller, you got it. But is any other race a sellout? Is it only black people?
Bro, name me somebody. I ain't never heard a white man get sold to the black. We gonna tell you and give you to the black people. You did a crime, and we gonna tell you and give you to the black people, bro. I mean, so when you say sell out, yeah, bro, we not in the power. I ain't never heard of that.
It's a yes or no to that. And the only reason it's a yes to it because it's something outside of the money structure. When it comes to money, no, because they work with the system, and the system works for them. So when it comes to the money structure, no, there's no white person selling out to nobody. Now, when it comes to love and shit like that, fucking and shit like mixing with other races, yes, that's where their sellouts come from.
Yeah.
Because deep in their cultures, they believe you shouldn't mix. Deep in our culture, deep in our culture, we believe that we shouldn't mix. But on the surface, we don't give a fuck. But I mean, on the surface, don't nobody give a fuck nowadays. It's 2022. We know that. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, no. See, we got black people. We have to be honest. We have sellouts on all levels. Shit, love. What you know what I'm saying? Money structure on other aspects. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Umar Johnson said a critical phrase. He used the phrase psychologically black. Psychologically black. That means you are not only black by your genes and your skin tone, but in your mind, you understand and you identify with what the fuck is going on with the people that share your same skin tone. And that's why it's a struggle for me to understand why. Now understand this. When it comes to the Deion Sanders situation, I said it on TikTok. I said it on a little reel on TikTok. People are more disappointed than anything. Now, if you know anything about emotions, disappointment is part of the emotion tree. And sometimes when a person is disappointed or going through disappointment, their actions come off as anger, but they're not really angry. They're more hurt and disappointed. Disappointed in the fact that this black man of this type of quality won't be a part of the historically black college university structure anymore. Yes, he might be an outside. He might still do things from the outside and slash that between this. Shout out to Deion for what he did do, because I never once demonized that man. You know what I'm saying? Like Knowledge said, all-time great, top 5 athlete, period, across the board. You know what I'm saying? What you did do and what he did do at Jackson State is to be applauded. But my question is this: to Dirty and people of like mind, like Dirty, throw this nigga under the bus. You know what I'm saying? What's
gotta go,
wrong?
Bobby. Can't be alone in here. That's what I said. They told me 22. Gotta go, Bobby. Can't be alone in here. Hey, go. Goddamn the ACD.
So, my question is this: we see how much good he did. What's wrong with people actually wanting him to stay around to keep doing that good?
Oh.
That's all. Ask that when we ask that question. What's wrong with somebody actually like, damn man, I wish he would have stayed so he could keep doing this great shit that he was doing for us. I would love for him to stay around so he could keep being a great guy for us. Like he was a great guy. What's wrong with wanting a great guy to stay?
All right, before we go into the next field about knowledge, man, we're going to go into this next video article about the war in Ukraine. Deion Sanders that took over the show. Like he done came in and took over the ACDU. Prime time. You arguing with me, goddammit. You said it, goddammit. You said this is prime time, man. You said he was going to be gone regardless. Regardless what happened. He's gone, man.
You know what I'm saying? All this stuff, all the other stuff we're talking about, that's just like the icing on the cake. But the whole, we know that. We need to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
Well, going into this next video article. Here we go.
Activists from Belarus, Russia, and Ukraine accepted their Nobel Peace Prizes. At the ceremony in Oslo, they denounced the Kremlin's war in Ukraine, one of them calling Putin's actions, quote, insane. But there is no let-up to the fighting, as CBS's Imtiaz Tayeb reports from Kyiv.
As the battle for Bakhmut rages on, President Volodymyr Zelensky says the city has been destroyed by Russian forces. In a bombed-out church, a Ukrainian soldier plays the piano, as the devastation to this city of 70,000 is laid bare. Bakhmut is a key prize in Moscow's quest to seize all of the contested eastern Donbass region. A quest that has only intensified following Russia's humiliating retreat from Kherson last month. Since then, the Kremlin has also relentlessly been pounding the territory it once occupied. Residents are now relying on these heated tents to get warm and to charge their electronics. It's where we meet Andrei Hedemaka. At the house he shares with his mother, he shows us how they now have to collect rainwater in an old boat. Inside, and the electricity is off. Every day we go to bed without power or water, he says. It's like living in a fog. One thing.
Every day. Damn. How do you think that gets glory? How do you think rappers getting killed gets more media coverage than that? Did you see the church? They said a city of 70,000 people. How does rappers get more media coverage than this, bro?
I know some places in America that look like that shit for real. I know some. I know, hey, for real. I know city people live like that out here right now, man. But
man, hell no. You know a city that look like. Let me go back to this.
It's geographical. It's geographical.
Hey, look.
Dirty.
Don't nobody
about this shit, man. No, I'm just playing.
I'm
just playing.
But to a
degree, to a geographically, to a degree, I'm right.
Hey, why is black murder over white murder?
It's over there. No. It's over there. That shit way over there. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. That shit. So? I'm being real shallow-minded when I say that. And let's just be honest. I'm being real shallow-minded when I say that. It's over there.
Hey, bro, they saying it's disgusting.
We don't live there.
They saying that shit disgusting. They not defending it like, nah, let us do it. We got this. Shit, we like what we doing. It's popping. They say, man, what Putin doing is disgusting. Like let's keep it 100. They treat a different way. Like they treat it.
They said it money over there. Go ahead.
So yes, so you know they not treating it like it's a great thing. So we can't tolerate it being looked at like that. You said it once again. You said who is black on black crime. Yeah, white on white crime. When you say that, it doesn't even sound the same. It doesn't even have the same ring because it hasn't been repeated like that. Like we can't. You can't keep the same structure and expect different. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is wow. You can't keep the structure and expect different. Yeah. We got to be wise, man. So when I look at that video, I say, man, they got quiet on the whole Russian war. They got quiet about it, and it's for great reason that they got quiet.
War.
Murder. But we act like what's being showed there is happening. It's happening right here where we live at. It's happening everywhere.
Is their killings justified? Yeah. Is white killings justified? Is white killings justified?
No.
I'm gonna act like a reporter.
Hold on, look.
Is white killings justified?
I got
black
you. No.
It's the military.
It's not.
Yeah, it's a war.
It's not. It's not just.
Is their killing not unacceptable?
They feel like what they got going on is way deeper than what we got going on. Way important.
Yeah, they gonna hide it.
Really?
Like
just to be honest,
if they do,
you know what I'm saying?
If they do it, maybe like, damn, Jeffrey Dahmer, why you do what you did? You got us all looking at They all looking at me like now. All of them are being looked at like they could be Jeffrey Dahmer. Like they don't want to be looking. We be like shit. Y'all the one who made us the way we is. Like Tupac said, the hate you gave little infants, fuck everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say that, you repeat this type of thing. Okay, we receive that energy. We know that it's true. Now, what do we catch that path? What do we finally catch that shit with? Hey, yeah, all right, you gave us. Now, this is what you built now. Like this is the one where you can ingest all of that pain and say shit. All right, this is what you built when you show that light. I say, man, we gotta be willing to give, to get that light, like to get that energy and shit, show that energy, but let it be a different kind of way. Just out of there on the whole. We didn't took the lashes, man. We didn't did all that. You see the Michael Jordans, you see the Kyrie Irvings. I'm like, big ups to the gods. Like y'all guys, y'all are innovators. Like ain't gonna quit talking like we're not innovators and creators. That shit is obvious. So now it's time to do the.
That's why they love us.
Yeah.
That's why they love us. That's why they love us. They love seeing what we go through. They love seeing what we go because it inspires them to make some money. They figure out a way to make some money off of it. You know what I'm saying? Even with the shit going on over there. Now, as a person that's done been overseas before, and you know what I'm saying, and it's not just to justify anything, but you know what the people overseas say? America worry about too many other country problems, and we need to worry about our own shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's real talk. So that's why, in essence, that's why a lot of people that live in America talk about things going on American soil. You know what I'm saying? But personally, I don't want to talk about that shit neither. I want to talk about Deion. I'm just
Yeah, we're gonna get into this next video. Let's go to the video.
For real though.
Yeah,
for real though.
Between
how they market our music, you know what I'm saying? You can't. I mean, now check this out. I'll say this: you can turn on your radio. You can turn on your radio to certain stations and hear about shit like that that's going over there, and that's all they talk about. If you just have to tune in. Now they have the majority of the shit on the majority of the platforms about us and what we got going on. But if you change your mindset,
isn't important. The niggers getting killed is important now. Not the war in Ukraine. I can dig it.
Yeah.
They tried to hide. They tried to hide that because the government has a lot of shit to do with that. That's why that shit ain't being talked about. Like that.
They sitting all these billions over here. Hell yeah, they got a vested interest.
Of course.
And over there, they got a problem. That's about money.
They've been to show that show a long time ago, before the media even came out. When they had our ass in slavery, they was trying to make it seem like they was doing something good for us. Like they made us better. Like they made the lives of our ancestors better by bringing their ass over.
They saying that shit right now.
They look at Africa.
Say you're sorry, Kyrie Irving. God damn it.
You know what I'm saying?
He said, "Hey man, if I know who I am, I'm not anti-Semitic. Say you're sorry. God damn it." They said, "When can I come back? God damn it, you can come back when I feel like it." Shit, definitely, yeah.
But they knew he was gonna do it though.
So back to the selling.
They knew he was gonna do it. They knew he was gonna do it. But see, I feel like Kyrie should have retired when he was going through the COVID shit. Real talk. Because if you look at the whole shit, bro, if you look at the whole shit, it was done, bro. It was done. Listen, bro.
You said retired though? That ain't extreme. Retire is extreme. I'm
about to tell you why. It's what the fuck they was doing.
I got it.
Because the state of New York was saying that because he was an employee and he worked for the state of or whatever and shit, like he worked in the state of New York, he had to have that shot. But any player on any team outside of the state of New York that wasn't vaccinated could play. They said he couldn't play. He plays for the team that represents New York. He can't play. Even with the clear COVID test, he couldn't play. But a guy that lives out of state, an outsider, can come in anytime he wants. Damn. Yeah, I'm an insider.
Sorry,
That's just like look, in this group right here, in the 420 kids group, right? You start giving me all type of restrictions, right? You start giving me knowledge, all type of restrictions. Y'all can't do this, y'all can't do this, y'all can't do this, y'all can't do this. And then an outsider come on and they do that. What the fuck they want to do?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, like, damn, bro, what type of shit is that? That's what I'm saying. That's all that. And then you think about it. Think about it like this. If he would have retired then, a lot of shit that they lashing him with right now, they wouldn't even been able to lash him with. Ha! They wouldn't even been able to have that shit in their hands. They wouldn't even have that type of power over him to be able to throw them.
I think they don't even think that people just so controlled. I don't think white people actually think Kanye West, even with the shit he's saying, his rants, they don't think he's racist, or Kyrie. They don't even, or even anti-Semitic. They just so used to being controlled. And the news, like I said, without the news perpetuating this shit anyways, it wouldn't even get no publicity because these are their media stations. So this is what they want. Like I say, the black marketing, death marketing, showing you, nigga, I don't give a fuck what you got. I'll take your shit. I'll break yourself. I'll say any goddamn thing. You hear me? Yeah. And I can tear your shit down just for shits and giggles. Trading places. You hear me? Eddie Murphy. You seen it? Trading places. Yeah. He took a bomb and some motherfuckers on Wall Street and switched them places. This shit is a game to these people. You hear me? Hey, real shit. But so I can understand why historically black colleges, universities is mad that they lost the prime time. Shit, I'm mad in a sense. I'm mad, yeah. Mad,
let's start using the word disappointed.
I'm happy he gone. If I'm Deion Sanders, I'm gonna be gone. But goddamn it, mad. You hear me? Goddamn, nigga. You hear me? I say one man, that one domino would take everybody, man.
To get something. And I'm sitting up here looking at the situation with the football game. I understand the fans paying because they paying to be a fan. I understand the referees because they're officiating the game. Even the people, just in case you get hurt, they on standby. I even understand the coaches because they coach. I understand the cheerleaders, they have responsibility, and the band is for your entertainment. But there's one common denominator that ain't paid nothing. We've been paying ever since last spring. Then we paid all summer. We've been here all summer. We paid all fall. Now the last 4 games we have paid. Then this the 5th one. And we know the price. These folks gonna invite us to a homecoming and they don't understand you got to pay to play this game the level that we play.
You heard?
All we ask for is just to do what we've earned. Just give us what we deserve. You didn't want to give us tickets. You didn't want to give us parking passes. You didn't want to give us nothing. So therefore, we got to go take it.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't need to say no more. Give me my darn theme music.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm
kicking in the door on this shit. I'm kicking in the door on this shit. I'm kicking in the door on this shit. I'm glad you played that shit. I'm glad you played that shit. I'm glad you played that shit because that reiterates what the fuck I'm saying. What the fuck I'm saying. Why the fuck he should have stayed. Because you don't motherfucking get that feeling, nigga. You don't even get that feeling, nigga. I felt like I was back on in high school. Nigga, you don't get that feeling, bro. You don't get that feeling every time you see a coach talking to his team. And it ain't and especially not when it's a big name player like that. You don't always get that feeling. Yeah. You don't always get that feeling. So have the big name and the face and the image and all that, the stardom, along with the teachings. And with structure, bro, the structural teachings. He wasn't telling them shit that the motherfucker was supposed to be giving them because they ain't worked for it. He told them because they worked for it. Because they work for it. We need strong black men still enter directly around the community. Like I said, he will no longer be walking around through the Mississippi grocery stores where young black kids will be right there. Like, damn, this Coach Prime, I could be this man. He was the greatest. He was one of the greatest. So we need motherfuckers like that. We know we need the money, bro, but we need motherfuckers that represent the money because he already had it. So he's already representing that type of motherfucking success. But then he's also down on the ground levels teaching and building these niggas at the point where we need to catch them at. Because we already know talking to adults that's 25 plus is a hard thing to do. It's hard to get through to them. It's hard to get through to them. And let me and one more thing. All them players that he was just talking to, you think all them motherfuckers is happy that he left?
Hell no.
Huh? Or do you think they just saying they happy bro, they coach you to get in front of them cameras, bro. I remember in high school, I scored 3 touchdowns in a game. I hadn't touched the ball all year. All of a sudden, nigga pitched me the ball. I go off the whole game. Dude interview me. I ain't never talked to nobody. I said whatever the fuck was on my mind. Guess what? The rest of the season, I ain't even get the ball like that. And then later on, through school year, the coach was like, yeah, man, we had a couple bad responses to what you said.
Yeah.
To the reporter. This is back in 2002, 2003. But that's cool. I wasn't even tripping. I ain't understand nothing about that shit anyway at the time. I ain't know nothing about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But we need motherfuckers like Deion, bro.
Yeah.
Because like I said, all them kids ain't happy that nigga left, bro.
Yeah.
All them kids ain't happy, bro.
Get
That's
on
just
that
the point.
nigga ass.
You know.
Hey, I'm telling you.
You know, all them niggas ain't happy. They disappointed though. They not mad. They not mad. They
mad and
disappointed.
disappointed. It's the same thing to me. It's just the better way to say it.
But it's
I'm not mad at you, baby.
But
I'm
the anger.
disappointed.
But what I'm saying is, when I say they not mad, because of what I'm saying is the anger actually stems from disappointment.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The root emotion is disappointment. They were sad first.
Yeah.
When they first heard that, damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Next season, damn. Coach gone. Shit. But for real though, that's why we need motherfuckers like that though, for real, bro. If y'all, if can't nobody see that, this shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah, the emotion.
Yeah. Yeah. Real shit. I'm glad for him, but I hate he left because the shit he could have did and drew more. What you think about it, Knowledge, man? Well, you prime time. You prime time.
I do hope he kick some motherfucking ass though. He better get up there and drag goddamn something for USC. He need to drag ass. So he need to get up there and drag all the tops. Yeah. That's how you make up for it, nigga. You can make up now. You can make up for
drag
it.
Him through
get
the
up there and drag that motherfucker. Go ahead, my bad, Knowledge.
You Deion Sanders at Jackson State University. You making 1.5 over 5 years. Colorado come. Talking about 25 million. You Deion Sanders, what would you do?
I heard it in his voice when he was just now he was giving a motivational speech. I mean, he said, say, man, I'm tired. He said you gotta pay to play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? hey, man, he told us, hey, look, it takes work. The work you put in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put the work in, and then you gotta pay to play. All right. So me knowing that, me knowing that no NFL team would give me the shot, me knowing 3 years ago, no college people wouldn't no college team, you wasn't on their radar. Knowing you had to go to a HBCU, get it popping. Even if he went to another school that wasn't Jackson State in the HBCU, I could respect it. He say, man, they word, they was doing that. This is what I brought to them. You know, they didn't do that, so I'm gonna go to their rival. You know, y'all give me $2 million. You know, you seen what I did with them for one. I'm not even doing it for money. I got 40 million. I could respect it. I could see the angle, but you know, he's sticking to the script. Like before he was born, they had NFL, so he wants his sons to be in the NFL one day. This is the angle, or the only perception that we see is get the money. Like this is he's only doing what he went to the NFL. That's why he's able to give his kids the life that they have now. So, you know, it's almost funny that people would expect it to be any other way. If you're a millionaire, then you want to be a billionaire, you know. Yeah. But pretty soon people gonna see like that's, you know, we can go through the prophesized places that nobody wants to hear. Nobody wants the earth is being destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to hear the real. They rather hear what feel good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it feels good to say, yeah, he should have stayed with the HBCU. But me being real, it's just like staying in the hood, knowing that it's hungry. It's not the impact that he could make that affects the situation. It's the haters. It's the 3% that's looking at you like, damn, you stepping on my toes. You got more than me. The competition, the fuckers that look, oh, you taking all the females looking at you. You know, it's them certain individuals that make it like, man, I just get my money. I don't need to worry about nobody. That's what make it feel that way. And we put in them corners to where if there's a power over you, they want to keep the smartest ones away from the other ones. It's gonna say, man, don't be looking at me like that. You got it too. You start activating everybody. You know, Deion Sanders, that's what he got to. He say, man, I'm tired of giving you motherfuckers the game for free, and y'all not even soaking it up. Y'all turn around and hate me for giving you the game. You know what I'm saying? You turn around and be like, I'm a killer's motherfucker. That's where it become like a catch-22. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can see the part of him wanting to stay, build the legacy, but then when you see like, damn, this man actually out there talking to people, he actually living it. You know, he not doing none of the talking. Like he building in your face. He didn't did it. This one man has this amount of power, So this amount of influence. So yeah, imagine what he could do if he did it at an bigger stage. You know what I'm saying? Though, yeah, it's like it's him building.
As a coach,
yeah,
you want to go to the league. You're a basketball coach, Top Gun word, NBA, football, NFL. He would do the same thing to go on from Colorado to the league.
Yeah,
and for him making that transition, shit, he's still gonna be training niggas at every level, 65 to 70% niggas, bro.
His son should do it.
I'll say this. Definitely. We all have desires of doing whatever it is that we can do great on the highest level and be rewarded for it at the highest level, no doubt. What human being wouldn't want to be rewarded in the best manner? That'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not like, fuck that nigga because he went to Colorado and got paid $30 million. I'm like, damn, I just see it on another spectrum. And it's all in response to the grumblings of the black community. And what we actually, you know what I'm saying, some of the conversations that we done had, with other people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our words in the narrative has changed, but not a lot of our actions. We talk a whole lot of shit about wanting to change and all that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to making actual change, there's certain pivotal moments in a basketball game, certain pivotal moments in a football game. It just changed the whole complexion. You like, ooh, and you can go back even after the game is over. You can think back to that play and be like, bro, I can tell, bro, nigga hit that shot. Nigga, I knew it was over with. You hear motherfuckers say it. When I seen that nigga pull up and shoot that three and bank that mud, when that motherfucker just went, I knew something was crazy was about to happen. That's what was going on with Deion Sanders at Jackson State. His representation there, his presence there. Now understand, him going to get that bag and him taking his sons with him, that's going to have a whole nother effect too. I can't act like it's not. You know what I'm saying? Because he's already changing. He's already redirected any type of generational curse that was on his family when it comes to financial stability. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, he will definitely be in the environment. Well, I'm not saying the environment, but he has put himself on a level to where he has more reaching ability. He does. You know what I'm saying? But with some of the things that we need when we talk about coming together, making unity our religion, as we said in a private conversation, you know, it's certain things that we need. And it's certain dominoes that we need to actually fall in the right direction for us. When it comes to certain topics, yes, there's going to have to come a point where we're going to need somebody to actually say, fuck the money. Point blank, period. Hopefully I can amass an amount through the next 20, 30 years to be able to say, fuck that money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I know that's a hard thing to do. Boy, that's a hard thing to do. But I will say this. It's easy. It's easier to turn a bed away when you already got one. You feel me? It's easy to turn a bed away when you already got one.
I
know it
can
sound
that,
fucked
man.
up. Like, damn, nigga, you want to think it was funny? Listen,
if
you already laying in a comfortable ass bed, right?
Yeah.
And the motherfucker like, hey man, let me sell you this mattress right here.
Yeah.
Like shit, this motherfucker, I got the best one. I ain't got the best one, but I got some of the top. I got the top of the line shit. What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't even what I got. You know what I'm saying? On the lower level, we see that all the time, nigga. You ain't even got what I got, nigga. So how you ain't even bringing what I got, nigga. So how you gon' bitch? Do you like that? A bitch? Do you like that in a relationship, nigga? You ain't even got as much money as me, nigga. How you feel like you gonna talk as much as me? Shit.
I don't know if motherfucker can talk as much as the woman, period. Whatever type of money
I'm just saying, though. That's just another one. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you ain't even, nigga, I'm bringing a bitch would be like, nigga, I'm bringing 60,000 in, nigga. You only bringing 30 in, nigga. Talk to me when you bring it in. Damn. Damn.
You might start making some motherfucking money in this motherfucker.
Damn. But you look at the bitch like she crazy. Yeah. But he can't say that to them. You know, it's different. You know what I'm saying? But that was my closing. That was my closing.
Me, if I was Deion Sanders, man, you said how much? I'll be packing my shit so fast. Hey, man, and that's only because like you said, that united we stand, divided we fall. We divided, that's why we keep falling like that. But if we was all on that united front shit, like we going.
Well, that's how you know. That's how you know we
college.
still divided. Then that's how you know we still divided.
There you go.
That's how we know we still divided.
So,
my in closing.
Yeah. Hey, that nigga crazy, boy. He be tripping all night.
All night, for real. So it been on one.
Yeah.
Hey, so the honest thing will be my closing statement. The honest thing is, majority, you can't ask a person would they win a lottery and expect them to say, no, I wouldn't win the lottery. Like, I wouldn't want to win the lottery. So, you know what I'm saying? Most people.
Fucked up.
Hey,
fucked up ass. You want to win the lottery? No, I want a whole bunch of money.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what really be wanting to say about that shit. Hey, man, don't ask me no dumb ass question like that. Now, goddamn, let's keep this shit in context, nigga.
Real shit.
You gotta think about who you ask these questions sometimes. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Ooh,
so with that being said, to close it out, yeah, man, you would accept the money. Like, of course, but there is that 1%. That 1% that always does. That leads. You know, your energy is infectious on the next person. It's important. So once you know that, you do have a responsibility, just like you've done with kids, all to activate everything else around you. He holds, he is responsible for that. But should he have to go to? We got to build structures where we hold each other accountable. You know, if you a coach, and you try to fight Deion Sanders, after a game, you got to get fined. You got to get fined $10,000. You got to get Doc a percentage of your pay. Something has to happen. We have to have rules, because if we don't have rules, that means we have to have somebody else to govern us. So in my closing statements is, be accountable for building the structure. Be the change that you want to see. Be that change. We've heard Deion speak. We've seen what Prime Time has done on the field. We got to do our part. Stop leaving the one person to do all the work and say, Deion, you should have did more. Yeah, he did. He did put the spark there, and he made a choice. But hey, Deion, you were part of it. You were one of the chosen ones that was chosen for a reason. You was chosen for a reason. So, hey, be that spark, but don't get paid. I say this too. Money is a closing statement. Money could be closing statement. Money could be a blessing and it could be a curse. Hey, that's I close on that right there. Money could be a blessing, but it could also be a curse.
All right, for real. Let me close. For real. Hold on, there. Let me close.
He said you ready to close.
This last thing though, for real. Because I really, you know what I'm saying? Look, listen, for real. All right. In closing though, for real. Accountability. Yes, if you ask me in Deion's situation, would I have went to coach at Colorado? And I'll say yes with an asterisk. With an asterisk, because leading in, I probably wouldn't have said some of the things that Deion said. Leading in, if Deion doesn't paint certain pictures. Because he did say that he would entertain. He never said he said he would entertain if bigger colleges came. Facts. But he also said certain things that had people thinking that he was gonna be as far as in come to the HBCUs. All the top star athletes come to the HBCUs. So when you say that and you're trying to set a trend to get all the athletes to start coming to the HBCUs, and then you leave, it kind of changes the narrative of what you spoke on. You know what I'm saying? Far as and that's why I say accountability. Because as Black people say things, we say a lot of shit. We say a lot of shit, but when it comes to the actions, we don't always do what we say. But not saying that he didn't do it, not saying that he didn't achieve, not saying that he didn't go above and beyond. I'm not saying that. But by what he said, and which is people don't, you know what I'm saying, always take in everything you say. They take bits and pieces of it and just place it wherever they want it to be. But in closing, hats off, Deion. Like he said, like Knowledge said, 95% of the people would have said, yes, I'm gonna take the money. You have those 5% that'll probably be like, no. But you know what I'm saying? In closing, we still just have to be open-minded, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In every aspect when it comes to us.
Ain't that it? Hey man, appreciate y'all pulling up messing with us. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all here pulled up and y'all fucking with us. Peace, guys and guys.